Hello, welcome to this reading for Sunday. Um, what is it going to be? March 8th when this comes out, 2026. So I've been kind of going back and forth on what I wanted my weekend readings to be, weekend readings to be for this week, so Saturday and Sunday. And I kind of been going like back and forth on it all week. I've also just had a very weird week where it's kind of like simultaneously things are ending, not really going the way that I had hoped or expected it to, but then at the same time, like towards the end of the week, things are starting to look up a little bit. I'm not going to go into too much of like what my current situation is like, but like because part of it is very personal, but like I'm in the middle of packing. I know I'm going to be moving. Where exactly I'm moving to, I have no idea. Okay, so I have no idea, but I'm trying to piece it all together. And I kind of feel like anybody who comes across this reading today or at any time, whenever this is posted, whenever you find it, okay, because I do try to keep my readings as timeless as possible. But if this found you when you needed to hear it, you were kind of sitting in this same energy that I am, of just like, we know things are moving forward, but where exactly to, like, specifically, don't really know. So we're just kind of sitting in this energy together, knowing something's happening. Things seem to be moving forward, maybe not exactly as we planned it to be, but here we are, right? Trying to move along. All right. And I already do have some cards that wanted to come out already. So we're going to look at those in just a little bit here. But that's what I wanted to say. And I think I got everything. Okay, this card probably wanted to come out. Um, yeah, that definitely fits the reading here. As well as these two. I swear, like, cards are just flying out. Okay. 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 So yeah, sitting in this energy, knowing things are moving forward, but things are still uncertain, and just a lot of like ups and downs. There's probably some fear behind this, like something's going to go wrong. So let's just kind of like take a deep breath together. Okay. So breathe in, breathe out. Okay. So I felt like we needed that because I do feel like with this bonfire card that had popped up when I was getting ready for this reading, there is a lot of energy here. There's a lot of things igniting for us energetically. There's just a lot of intense things going on here, getting things done, trying to move forward. There's a lot of passion. And when passion is brought up, it doesn't always mean like romantic passion. It can be passion in anything, any kind of endeavor that you're doing, any kind of passion that you have for like for example, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to stay at least in the area that I am in, um, the state that I'm in. I'm trying to stay here. That is my passion. That is my drive right now. That is what I'm working towards. And I already have leads to do that, okay? Because I'm also putting in the work to do that. Um, there's a lot of enthusiasm, excitement, exhilaration, so probably adrenaline going. And adrenaline can also kind of spike anxiety as well. So maybe you've been feeling really up and down with your anxiety. I know I have, but it's like even in the calm, all of a sudden it's like I feel anxious and I'm just like, but I was just calm because my brain, my body hasn't really caught up yet to be like, we can calm down. We can enjoy the day. We don't have to keep going. Okay, we can take a little bit of a breather. We can take a little bit of a rest. But there's that energy, um, and could also be tapping into that fire horse energy where things are starting to take action, things are moving forward. But we do have this as well with yoga, deep breath, taking deep breaths, taking time to meditate, taking time to sit with yourself, going within, balancing yourself, relaxing, taking breaks. Ooh, okay. Doing healing, balancing your chakras. Okay, just overall wellness, balance between action and self care. In some ways, you may also feel a bit lonely, secluded, or maybe you are moving somewhere where you are, um, where, you may be alone, maybe a separation of some sort. I feel like this can be different for everybody. Um, but also going within again, like with yoga and taking that time. So I feel like a place where you can go to really be yourself, really focus on yourself and your well-being, separating from a negative situation, negative people. Again, different for everybody, okay? Because we also have power here. That one wanted to come out when I was shuffling the cards that you just saw me doing. Standing alone, but also searching for guidance, maybe getting help from a certain uh, place or system, like maybe state assistance or something like that. And I will say that I don't mind sharing because I feel like it may be relevant for somebody here who may be watching. I'm doing the similar thing and I really felt drawn to make this video, and this may be why I was a little up and down all week trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the weekend. What do I want to post on Sunday and Saturday? And maybe I had to kind of go through that to then come here to this moment, make this video, and talk to others who are going through a similar thing. Because I'm looking for assistance as well. Okay. I'm looking for assistance. I already have those doors open to me. I have meetings that I'm going to be going to, and I woke up this morning feeling so excited. I felt so excited. I feel like in that bonfire moment. But then the moment I would take a rest, be like, okay, I packed the box, now I could just sit for a moment, and then anxiety spiked. And I'm like, but we're excited, but we're calm. Well, I just had a very hard week. My body hasn't caught up yet. Okay. But that's what I feel like with the tower. Not only are you doing this alone, or you could be like moving alone, um, you are looking for some sort of assistance. Also, for some of you, could be getting assistance from friends too, but I feel like it's a certain organization that may be helping as well. With Lighthouse here, I kind of feel like trying to pick it up. With Lighthouse here, I kind of feel like this is a little bit of an obstacle. Okay, you have been facing obstacles, probably one after another. You probably face a couple more. Um, but vigilance is really popping up. And right now, being vigilant, getting things done. You may have to take things in a different approach than you initially thought, and that's okay. Again, same boat. I've had many options, and now some of those options are gone, and I'm kind of like ticking down what options are working, what options are not. Still moving forward, okay? Still remaining vigilant. And then we also have Milky Way with networking. This really makes me feel like more for the networking on these cards, because you have other things talking about like fame, social media, things like that. That's not really what's coming through. I really feel like it's networking with systems, with people, with communities, okay? Networking through friends, not just any organization, company that you may be going through. Networking, I'm getting also with like real estate. Okay, that's kind of coming through. Regardless of your situation and like how it's all playing out for you and what it is that you're trying to get help towards, if you have any doubts at all, Spirit is saying you don't need to worry. Okay, the answer is yes. The situation or event is right on track at this time. And look at how happy this person is. This beautiful rainbow shining down. Blessings are here. You are being blessed by your divine team, your spiritual team. They are here with you. They are cheering you on. Okay. And they're helping to guide you through this. Did we have guide? Yeah, we had guidance with the tower, getting guidance from your spiritual team, that little nudge, in the right direction. But also getting guidance from other people. Like if you go to have a meeting with a person and they're go, actually look up this place, and then they could probably help you. It's like, oh, great, okay, we'll do that. Or you can be like, you can work with our company, but you can also work with this company as well, and then you can kind of like tag team the both companies and get more momentum going. Okay. And then you have more of a chance there. So talk, reach out, okay? Get help if you need it. Because otherwise, if you don't put in that effort, if you don't put in that action, that phone call, that email, whatever, that, walking to a place, attending that meeting, things are going to move forward and you're going to either find yourself in a tougher situation or yeah, you're just gonna find yourself in a tougher situation in a place that you don't necessarily feel right in or um where you really want to be. Okay, we have birds popping out with communication. We were just talking about communication. Temporary misunderstandings. So any struggles that you are going through right now are temporary. Okay. It's not going to last forever. There's a brief sorrow also attached to this, and a nervous excitement. Okay, we have, whoops, the man card popping out here. So this could represent you regardless of gender. It's just this kind of energy that we're stepping into, this action oriented energy, but it could also resemble somebody else in your life. It could be a partner, it could be a friend, it could be somebody that you are going to be having a meeting with, somebody that's going to be that you're going to talk to over the phone, that you're networking with, things like that. Okay? So that could represent anybody, regardless of their gender. It's just this action energy, and take what resonates. This card I'm also seeing is associated with the ace, and aces talk about new beginnings. So this person is helping to start a new beginning, or you're helping yourself start a new beginning. I feel like one more wants to pop out from this deck. It's a little stuck. There we go. House. Moving house. Home, private life, prosperity, property. So it doesn't even have to just be a house. It could be an apartment, anywhere, just home. Okay, home. Finding that home. Private life could be secluded, living out on your own. Not to say that you're never going to have people around you. Ooh, okay. Okay, well, you know what? We're just going to go with all of them because a chunk of those cards pop out. I feel like another one. There we go. And this one as well. Okay. We're just going to go with all of these cards. So, study popped up first. Study. I feel like not necessarily study as in school, but study as in doing research. Doing research on getting help, doing research on finding apartments, finding a home. Okay, I'm just seeing like going through the internet, okay, and doing researching and finding the answers that you need. We also have alchemy popping up here along with magic. And I feel like this is, I heard good karma coming your way. Alchemy meaning like being able to really morph your reality, make things happen, making things happen for you, okay? Magic makes me think of that karma. I was definitely leaning towards the good karma with this card, but also magic like divine magic coming through, bringing in these blessings. It kind of does tie along with the alchemy card of like making things happen, brewing something new, but just an overall sense of making things happen. And then with magic and divine magic, you also have divine protection. Okay, you are being protected at this time. Like I said, your spirit team is with you. Curiosity. I feel like this is curiosity towards really picturing your future in a different way. Curiosity on how is that going to be? How is this going to play out? There is a new chapter coming in. We feel a new energy coming in. Things are different, things are new. So, where is this going to lead me? You can probably picture some things that could be happening, picture your options, but where exactly is this going? Where is this change going to bring me? Because it feels good, right? And maybe for some of you, change is also hard, but learning to accept that change and be curious about it. Blessings. Definitely blessings coming your way. We also have eternal. I love this card because I've talked about this before. It was a reading quite a while ago, I think, where I talked about these candles making me think of wishes, and that's coming through again. And I feel like it's wishes, manifestations that you've had for a while now finally coming in, and that this energy is going to be carried through possibly the rest of your life. Definitely through this cycle, this new beginning cycle. But I'm also getting possibly for the rest of your life. Growth. Whatever this change is, it's all about growth. Your growth, possibly somebody else's growth as well, if you were in the situation with somebody else. Like you're separating from somebody else. Ooh, there's another card that wants to come through. I was hoping this card, this is what I was seeing in my mind as I was getting this reading ready. I'm like, I wonder if this card's gonna pop out, and it is. Spark. Finding your spark again. Finding something that finding an interest that maybe you don't know just yet, or maybe there has been something that you've been interested in. And then once we go through this motion, once we go through this change, you're going to be also finding that spark. Spark in that new interest, or spark in an interest that you've been thinking about for a while, or re-sparking an old interest, getting back into something. Regardless, rejoice. You have something to rejoice about. You are going to be so, so happy. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some cards from this deck. We'll get an affirmation card and we'll end the reading here with this oracle reading. Mhm. We have more magic coming through, more manifestations coming through, getting things done, making things your own, making things your reality. We have multiverse. This makes me think of options. Really going through your options. Commitment. So this could be with that other person we were talking about, but this could also be um, just commitment with yourself. Could be commitment for your future. If you have cats like I do, I'm like committed to making sure that they are safe and that they have everything that they need, looking out for their overall well-being, as well as my own. Voyage. Starting a new journey. Taking an adventure, a new adventure on your life. Yeah, new adventure on this beginning. Sunset makes me really feel like you're watching things end. It's sad, but we are learning to really sit with it in the moment, take it in the present. Stop reflecting on the past so much, and you're just kind of like letting it close. You're letting this chapter close. And like I said, it's still sad. You can still feel sad. You can still cry about it. It's okay. But you know that this needs to happen and that the sun is going to rise again tomorrow. Okay. A new chapter awaits tomorrow. And we're sitting with that, and we're sitting in the comfort of knowing there is still tomorrow. We have Underworld here, where I really feel like going in deep, doing a really deep reflection on the self. We have Seclusion here, again, going along with that cabin card. We have Realm of the Fae. This also comes out when I'm talking about divine protection, um, I was gonna say divine interference, but divine intervention. So maybe there was some divine interference, not in a bad way, but like keeping something from happening to protect you. Okay, so it's all about protection. And then more about choice. More about choice. It's all on your choices, it's all on your actions and how you really how do you move forward? Okay. Listen to that energy. If you're afraid of of like the what ifs. Okay, don't be afraid of the what ifs because you don't really know what's going to happen. So, like, I could, God forbid, go to this one meeting I'm going to be having and it goes poorly. Does it feel like it's going to go poorly? No, not based off of the phone call that I had to set up that meeting. But anxiety does play a part where it tries to trick your brain and make you think of every single possibility that could go right but could also go wrong. So it's really your mind and your body just trying to protect you. It's doing its job. Okay, it may not always feel like it, but it's doing its job. But that's why Spirit is like, take that deep breath. Okay, meditate, find your center, find your balance. You're doing the right thing. There's a lot of overwhelm, but you're doing the right thing by taking action, and it's going to lead you to that big yes moment of where you want to be. It's going to lead you to new journeys, new beginnings. I heard new freedom. Whenever you feel yourself getting anxious, doubting the situation or yourself, I want you to take a moment, breathe, and tell yourself, this is a new journey. This is positive. I am protected. Change is not always bad. This change is good. This journey is for me. Okay. I make my journey. We are blessed. Okay. You don't need to say it like exactly like that, but you can use that as an example. Change it how you need to. Okay. So let's go through. We got 5 affirmation cards to end this reading on. I am loving the energy of the universe. Yes. Love the energy that is helping you, that is protecting you, that is guiding you. Okay. Because I also feel like it's not just guiding you, but it's also guiding anybody who may be helping you, and then popping that idea in their mind, going like, oh, hey, actually, I know of this one system that could help you. Reach out to them. Oh, wait, I just found out about this contact info. Here you go, here you go, have that. And then it's up to you to take action on that and reach out. But anything that is being given to you is a form of guidance. And just sit with that energy of just, I am loving the energy of the universe. I am loving the energy from my spirit team helping me. I am loving the energy of those that I can actually see helping me. Energy flows where my intention goes. Energy flows where my intention goes. That's what I mean. You need to put in that action. You need to take steps forward, take moving action forward. Set that intention. Set your intention of just like, okay, this is where I want to be. So then I can really figure out my future, just as an example. Okay, this is where I want to be so I can figure out my future. This is my bridge to get to my future. And so we have that intention set of like, this is where I want to be. So now I'm going to make that happen. And then you have that alchemy energy making that happen. Okay. You also have the universe works fast when I'm having fun. So yeah, remember that even though we are taking action, but then we are also taking self-care, have fun in the in-between. play a game, watch a movie, watch a show, hang out with friends. Remember to have fun. Play with your cats if you have cats or a dog, any pet. Okay. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Meditate on that. Okay, when you do your meditation or reflection, when you're trying to balance yourself out, take that reflection and really look at the deeper meaning of what is happening. And then when we sit with that and then see what this can do for ourselves, you're going to find that personal growth. Even though it's uncomfortable, you're still going to find that personal growth. Okay? My energy creates my reality. That's the alchemy energy. What I focus on is what I will manifest. And that's the magic. All right, guys. Thank you so much for sitting here with me, listening to this reading. And I really hope it helped you. I hope it resonated with you. I am wishing you guys all the best. If you like this video, go ahead, leave a like down below, comment, subscribe. I also have links in the description to my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as well. So if you would like to follow me on those platforms, that would be greatly appreciated. That would help a lot. But yeah, other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much. Love you. Sending you guys so much good vibes, healing, and blessings your way. I am really wishing you all the best, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.